Hello dear viewers and welcome to T-World. Kindly hit the subscribe button and we will be on our way. In today's news, two conspicuous moderate news locales have distributed segments or publications revolting against previous President Donald Trump, with one referring to him as unsuitable for power and the other saying he resolutely exacerbated the issue on January 6, 2021. The pieces came after Cassidy Hutchison, a previous helper to Trump White House Chief of Staff Mark Meadows, affirmed during an unexpected hearing on Tuesday about the previous president's conduct in the days paving the way to and during the Capitol revolt response to Hutchison's declaration. The Washington Examiner distributed a publication Wednesday expressing that Trump is unsuitable to be even close to drive once more and considered him a shame. It likewise encouraged Republican citizens not to help him in the 2024 official races. In the meantime, the National Review's Andrew C. McCarthy distributed a segment dissecting Hutchison's declaration, composing that things won't be as similar after this. Furthermore, Trump, who had tweeted that his allies ought to come for a wild time frame in Washington, plainly realized things could get genuine terrible, McCarthy composed, rather than attempting to stop it. He unyieldingly exacerbated the issue, and would clearly have aggravated it still on the off chance that the Secret Service had not been boldly resistant. Hutchison had nitty-gritty, having sworn to tell the truth how Trump seethed at his Stop the Steal rally on January 6 that security was seizing weapons. Let staff know that his allies were here to hurt me. She said he demanded walking with protesters to the Capitol, and that she was told by safety faculty that Trump had a fight with a Secret Service driver who wouldn't take him there. Hutchison's declaration was whenever a Trump first staff part conscious of his inward circle's considerations freely attached him to the assault. In another assessment piece distributed Wednesday, the Washington Examiner's senior reporter Timothy P. Carney composed that Trump's emphasis on permitting furnished allies to go to his assembly illustrated how ill-suited previous President Donald Trump is for office. A decent shepherd, after discovering that his run had shown up equipped, would have attempted to stop what is going on, Carney composed. First of all, he would have really focused on his adherents' well-being. While Trump and his allies have disparaged Hutchison's declaration as untruths or noise, the Examiner wrote in its article that her continue alone ought to lay out her validity and recognize that she had proactively worked at the most elevated levels of moderate Republican legislative issues. Previous White House Assistant Cassidy Hutchison's Tuesday declaration should ring the mark of the end for previous President Donald Trump's political profession. The publication peruses. She didn't exaggerate things, didn't appear to be looking for consideration, and was exceptionally exact about how and why she understood what she related and about which declaration was first-hand and which was second-hand yet ready to be certified. The publication proceeded. The Examiner referred to Hutchison's declaration as upsetting, featuring that it was troubling to hear her record of how Trump would pitch fits at the feasting table and send sauces and food flying. Strikingly, the Examiner likewise distributed articles reprimanding Hutchison's declaration. For example, an assessment piece by Esther Wickham, which said the previous helper was basically disgorging what she thought others said. McCarthy's segment was likewise reproachful of the January 6 board and its examination. It condemned the council, including 7 Democrats and 2 Republicans, for being profoundly hardliner and referred to its cycle as maddeningly murky for staying quiet about declaration from many individuals. While Hutchison wasn't interviewed during her declaration, McCarthy composed that it didn't mean the proof she introduced was dismissible just in light of the fact that they wanted it to be bogus or in light of the fact that we could do without the Democrats or the Board of Trustees process. At the point when we say the advisory group needs fair treatment authenticity, that implies it needs authenticity as an extreme locator of reality. McCarthy composed, it doesn't imply that we can joyfully excuse any proof the council reveals. That's what he noticed, assuming Hutchison had planned to lie or overstate. It would have been unusual for her to willfully recognize many observers who could invalidate her declaration. McCarthy composed that while certain subtleties of Hutchison's declaration could be marked gossip, that's what he added, we're discussing levels of leadership, where government authorities are supposed to report things to their bosses. Hutchison showed the country, second by second, what he resembled on a day when, obviously, Trump was even from a pessimistic standpoint. He composed,
if you made it to the end of the video, kindly hit the subscribe button and leave a comment, it helps the channel.